Derrick Rose's career didn't play out how a lot of people hoped, but what if we put his career in reverse? He'll be starting in Memphis, followed by stops in New York, Detroit, Minnesota, and Cleveland, before returning to New York and then finishing his career in Chicago. Starting with the Grizzlies, he's gonna have to come off the bench for a second-year Mike Conley, but he still managed to average 17 points a game, not only winning the Sixth Man of the Year, but leading the Grizzlies to the 13th seed, which means his time with the Grizzlies is already over as he's joining the New York Knicks. But with this new beginning, D-Rose was finally able to start his first game in the NBA, where in his first season as a starter, he averaged 28 points and 9 assists per game. But in back-to-back seasons, his team finishes as the 13th seed, meaning he'll have to wait to make his playoff debut. But in Season 3, Derrick Rose finally has help as Melo and Amari Stoudemire join the team. And it's no surprise D-Rose is going to drop to 23 points per game. He's the third option on this team, but he's finally going to make the playoffs as the Knicks finish with 71 wins. In the first round, they have to play the Wizards led by a rookie John Wall, and they're going to pretty easily sweep them, but now they have actual competition as they have to face the Big Four Celtics. This is not off to a good start. They're going to get blown out in game 1. D-Rose dropped 33 and 11, but for the Celtics, Ray Allen had 45 points. But in game 2, we have an even bigger blowout, this time in favor of the Knicks. They just won by 61 points and Melo dropped 49. But in game 3, we finally have a close one as with 2 minutes to go, the Knicks are up by 3. Ray Allen with 5 seconds to go on the shot clock's having trouble to score and he's going to miss the post fade. But now we get to see Derrick Rose in action for the first time. He's going to use the screen, but it doesn't get him anywhere. He struggles to get into the paint. He's going to find Chauncey to Tyson Chandler, back to D. Rose, the 3 over, Rondo's off. So the Celtics get another opportunity here. Paul Pierce finds Jeff Green the layup and he's going to miss. Jeremy Lin with the ball, 9 seconds to go. He's struggling to get past Ray Allen. He finds Chauncey in the corner and he's going to miss the 3. Nobody's made a shot yet since we've hopped into the game. Paul Pierce is going to try to make one here now. He's getting clamped up, but he's going to go up with the floater and we have a 1-point game. And it looks like D-Rose is going to chew out the clock, but while he's doing that, make sure to subscribe. We're trying to hit 20,000 subscribers. D-Rose is going to use the screen. He pulls the deep 3 and he knocks it down. That is a huge shot with the Celtics only having 6 seconds to score here. Ray Allen's going to miss the 3 and the Knicks are going to go up 2-1 in the series. But in game 4, we're back to blowouts as the Knicks go up 3-1. But this series is far from over because in game 5, we're all tied up. D-Rose finds Tyson Chandler and the Knicks take the lead. I don't know why Derrick Rose of all people's guarding Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce easily gets into the paint. I don't know why he didn't take that. Jermaine O'Neal's looking for Paul Pierce coming off the screen. He has 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Let's see if D-Rose can get a stop here. Paul Pierce is doing nothing. What was that? That looked like a lob? He threw that floater so high. Now Tyson Chandler comes and sets the screen. D-Rose is going to pass out of the layup and gets a turnover. So the Celtics can tie it up right here. Paul Pierce pulls the 3 over D-Rose and it's good. D-Rose on the other end driving past Paul Pierce, kicks it out to Stoudemire. He's going to find Jeremy Lin who finds Chauncey Billups for the 3 and his 3's good. So all the Knicks need here is a stop. Paul Pierce gets a wide open 3 though and he's going to miss. But this game's not over. We have Derrick Rose at the line. He's going to make his first free throw and to put the Knicks up 4. His second one's good. So the Celtics have no timeouts. They have 11 seconds to score here. Rondo's going to swing it to Bass, to Ray Allen, to Kevin Garnett in the corner, back to Ray Allen. The deep 3 over Chauncey's good. So now we have D-Rose going back to the free throw line. He's going to make the first one and the second free throw's going to miss. The Celtics could win it with a full court shot here, but they're going to miss. And the Knicks are moving on to the conference finals. But now they have to play a 7-seeded Nets team. I don't know how this team made it here in the first place. Darren Williams and Brook Lopez must have carried. I'm just going to sim through this. I feel like the Knicks could sweep. They're going to take the first 3 games. And in game 4, they're going to sweep. They're in the finals. And in the finals, we get to see Westbrook versus D-Rose and KD versus Melo. And with the Knicks being a 71-win team, they're going to take down the Thunder in 5. And Derrick Rose is going to win his first championship. But Melo's going to walk away with the finals MVP, so D-Rose has to win another championship if he wants to get one. But in season 4, even though D-Rose is averaging 25 points and a career-high 12 assists per game, he's going to get traded from the 1-seed Knicks all the way down to the 12-seeded Pistons. But on the bright side, D-Rose makes his first All-NBA team, averaging 24 points and 11 assists per game. But the Pistons don't get any better, so they're not going to make the playoffs. But onto the 12-13 season, D-Rose didn't play this season in real life due to injury, but today we're reversing his career with 0 injuries, meaning he'll stay in his prime way longer. Meaning in his 5th season, a healthy D-Rose would make the All-NBA first team, averaging 30 and 9. But once again, the Pistons are nowhere to be found, sitting at the 11th seed. Which takes us on to Season 6, where a prime D-Rose leaves the Pistons to join the Timberwolves, where D-Rose would make the All-NBA first team again, averaging 31 points and 10 assists per game. And him and Kevin Love are going to lead the Timberwolves to the 4th seed. Round 1's not going to be easy though, because they have to face Kobe and Powell. Never mind, the Timberwolves are going to go up 3-0. They're not going to sweep. Can the Lakers force a Game 7? Okay, they don't. The Timberwolves move on, but they have to face the 1-seeded Thunder. They don't have James Harden anymore. Hopefully this can be close. The Timberwolves are going to take the first 2 games. I did not expect that. Game 3, the Timberwolves are going to win. They're not going to sweep. Can we make it out in 5? We can't. Can we make it out in 6? The Thunder force a Game 7. And the Timberwolves just blew a 3-0 lead to the Thunder. Which means that as we move on to D-Rose's 7th season, things are about to change. Because at the trade deadline, he's going to leave the Wolves to team up with the best player in the league, LeBron James. With D-Rose in his prime, they're the best 2 players in the league right now. And he's teaming up with a familiar face in Kevin Love. And they're going to finish the season 28-2, helping Derrick Rose win his first MVP. I didn't expect his points per game to go up after getting traded. I think it was like 28.1 before the trade. Him and LeBron are going to lead the Cavs to 69 wins. And in the first round, they have to play Kemba and the Hornets. This series is super easy though. They're going to sweep. And in the second round, they have to face the Bulls led by Jimmy Butler. And the Cavs with D-Rose are just so good. They're going to sweep their way to the conference final where they have to play the Wizards. John Wall's way better and they have Bradley Beal now. And in Game 1, the Cavs have a terrible first quarter. Let's see if they can come back. They have no chance. And they're going to lose Game 1. Game 2 was close until the third quarter. The Cavs blow out the Wizards. And that's because LeBron had 42, 13, and 9. D-Rose almost had a triple-double as well. And in Game 3, the Cavs go up 2-1. D-Rose dropped 41, 7, and 11. And after losing that first game, the Cavs have gone insane. They're going to go up 3-1. Derrick Rose dropped 47 and 12 this time. But maybe that Wizards win wasn't a fluke. They're going to go ahead and win Game 5. But in Game 6, this series is not over yet. The Cavs are up 2 with 2 minutes to go. LeBron's going to find Kevin Love for the dunk, and they go up 4. John Wall's going to run an ISO on D-Rose here. It looks like he's kind of cooking. He's going to end up taking the contested layup, and he gets fouled. He's going to knock down both free throws to make it a 2-point game. LeBron's going to use the screen from Kevin Love and throw down the dunk. And it looks like John Wall's going to run another ISO on D-Rose. Let's see if D-Rose can clamp up here. John Wall's going to go up with the layup. He's going to miss, but Gortat gets the rebound. Back to John Wall. He puts up a second layup, and it's good. If the Cavs keep allowing second chance points, we could go to a Game 7, but LeBron keeps cooking. Gortat's going to find Otto Porter Jr. He uses the screen with 5 seconds on the shot clock, and he knocks down the 3. This is not good that the Cavs are only up 1 now, but they're going to go down low to LeBron. The Wizards send the double. Kyrie gets left wide open, but he misses the 3. Otto Porter Jr. on the breaks and to find Bradley Beal, the corner 3, and he gives the Wizards the lead. That is huge with just 30 seconds to go in Game 6. The Cavs are going to go to LeBron in the post. He finds Kevin Love, and he ties the game up. The Wizards are going to chew the clock with a chance to force Game 7 here. John Wall the spin. He's going to drive. He kicks it out to Bradley Beal. He has to chug up the contested 3, and we're going to overtime. And in overtime, the Wizards are going to run away with the game to force a Game 7. But in Game 7, this one looks like it's over by halftime. The Cavs are going to lock in and move on to the NBA Finals. That series scared me. LeBron and D-Rose carried in Game 7. And in the Finals, D-Rose gets to play the Thunder again. So we get to see Westbrook against D-Rose again, but this time we get to see KD against LeBron instead of Melo. Game 1's kind of close, but I don't think it's close enough to hop in. We'll hop in if it's a 2 or 3 point game, but the Cavs are going to run away with it to take Game 1. Game 2's also going to go to the Cavs, but this one is a blowout. And this series might be over already. The Cavs take a 3-0 lead. Derrick Rose dropped 47 and 13. He might win the Finals MVP, but this series isn't over yet. The Thunder take Game 4. Okay, yeah, D-Rose really wants that Finals MVP. But in Game 5, the Cavs blow it in the fourth quarter. The Thunder are only down 3-2 now, and KD also wants that Finals MVP. But in Game 6, the Cavs are going to hold on, and Derrick Rose wins his second championship. And he's finally going to win his first Finals MVP. But his time with the Cavs is over, as in his 8th season, he'll be rejoining the Knicks. This team looks so different. They still have Melo, they have Porzingis now, but after that, the team falls off. But with a team that bad, D-Rose makes the All-NBA first team again, averaging a career-high 32 points a game. But he can only do so much, as the Knicks are the 7th seed. And in the first round, they're actually putting up a fight, but they're gonna lose in 6. But luckily for D-Rose, his time in New York is over, as he'll will be joining the Chicago Bulls. And this team is interesting because now D-Rose gets to play with Jimmy Butler, Dwyane Wade, and Rondo. But even though D-Rose's averages dropped, he's going to win his second MVP. But even though he leads the Bulls to the 1 seed, the top 4 seeds are all really good. In the first round, they have to face the Wizards. The Wizards are somehow going to win game 1. The Bulls tie the series up. Okay, what's going on? But in game 4, the Bulls are down with 2 minutes to go. If they lose this game, they go down 3-1. John Wall's going to take the layup over DeRozan. He's going to miss it. That just barely rolled off the rim. Let's see if the Bulls can score here on the possession, and Taj Gibson ties the game up. That was a big shot from him. Let's see if the Bulls can get a stop here. John Wall finds Beal, who's going to miss the 3. The Bulls might be able to take the lead here. Derrick Rose is going to get a turnover, though. And now on the break, we have John Wall driving past Gibson and DeRozan. He makes the layup. Less than a minute to go for the Bulls to make something happen here. D-Rose with the spin, the snatch back. He's going to kick it out to Dwyane Wade in the corner, and he's going to miss. 30 seconds to go. John Wall's going to use the screen. He gets an open mid-range. He's going to miss, but Gortat gets the rebound. I don't know why he didn't go up with the layup. I guess they just want to chew the clock here. Let's hope Jimmy Butler can get a stop here on John Wall. 3 seconds on the shot clock. He finds Otto Porter Jr., and Gortat almost gets another rebound. And Rondo only has 1 second to go. He's going to pull the mid-range, and we're going into overtime. I don't know how Rondo managed to get the ball up the court in time, but he's going to force overtime where we have D-Rose taking the layup. And that's going to give the Bulls a 3-point lead. John Wall almost ties the game up. But now on the other end, Jimmy Butler's going to drive and posterize Bradley Beal. This overtime period has been great for the Bulls. John Wall's going to pull the 3 and knock it down. But with less than 30 seconds to go, the Bulls really need to score here. D-Rose is going to use the screen and take the hop-step layup to put the Bulls up 4. But this game's not over yet. The Wizards still have plenty of time. John Wall on the drive, forces up the floater. He's going to miss, and the Wizards can't get the rebound. So just like that, the Bulls are going to take game 4 and tie the series up. But in game 5, the Bulls don't need to worry about being down anymore. They're going to go up 3-2. But in game 6, this one's not over yet. The Wizards are 2 minutes away from forcing a game 7, and they're going to go up by 3. Let's see if D-Rose can do something to tie the game up. He's not going to take the contested 3, thank goodness. Taj Gibson's going to find him back on the 3-point line, though. 6 seconds on the shot clock. D-Rose trying to cook John Wall, and that's exactly what he does. 1 minute to go. John Wall with the cross. He's going to body Derrick Rose and make the layup. Less than a minute to go for the Bulls to come back here. That screen's not going to do much for Derrick Rose. He's going to kick it out to Rondo, who only has 5 seconds. He finds D-Rose open in the corner, and he ties the game up. John Wall on the ISO's going to find Kelly Oubre. Why was he so open? The Bulls have to lock in here. D-Rose on the ISO with the spin. He kicks out to Rondo. Rondo's going to use the screen. He's not going to take the mid-range. 9 seconds on the shot clock. He's struggling. He's going to find Bobby Portis in the paint, and he's going to make the N1. I don't know how that was a foul, but I'm not complaining. He's going to miss the free throw to give the Bulls the lead. So now we're either going into overtime or the Wizards are going to force a game 7, and John Wall buries the 3. He left 4 seconds on the clock for the Bulls, though. They inbound it to D-Rose. What is he doing? He's going to take the layup. And now with 0.7 on the clock, they don't even have time to foul, so we're going to a game 7. And of course, in game 7, the Bulls have a terrible first quarter, which leads to them losing to an 8 seed. But in his second season with the Bulls, they look completely different as Zach LaVine's their second best player. But it's no surprise D-Rose makes the All-NBA second team, averaging 31 and 10, but the Bulls were terrible, finishing as the 9th seed. But in his third season with the Bulls, D-Rose is going to average 31 and 12 to make the All-NBA first team, and the Bulls are actually good. They're sitting at the 4th seed. I guess all it took was Zach LaVine getting better. But in the first round, they have to play Giannis, and we were just tied 2-2, but the Bucks have a terrible game 5, and the Bulls go up 3-2. Oh my gosh, Derrick Rose had a 50-point triple-double. But in game 6, we have another blowout, this time in favor of the Bucks. Derrick Rose had 30 this game, but Giannis dropped 43. But in game 7, the Bulls locked in the second half to move on to the second round. Thank you, Derrick Rose. The second round's not going to be easy for them, though, because they have to play the 1-seeded Pacers. And oh yeah, Sabonis won the MVP. In back-to-back series, it's going to start tied up at 2, but in game 5, the Pacers had a way better half to take a 3-2 lead. D-Rose dropped 50 again, but in game 6, the Bulls have an amazing fourth quarter. They're going to force a game 7, and that's thanks to a 45-piece from Zach LaVine. D-Rose had 30 points with 18 assists. But in game 7, the Pacers are going to hold on and eliminate the Bulls in the second round. But the very next season, D-Rose leads the Bulls to the 1 seed, and he's going to make the All-NBA second team, averaging 31 points and 11 assists. And this year, he actually has help, as him and Zach LaVine are one of the best scoring duos in the league. In the first round, they have to play the Heat, led by Jimmy Butler. The Bulls are going to make it out in 6, and they have a rematch against the Pacers. And this is not off to a good start. The Pacers are going to steal the first 2 games, but the Bulls tie the series up. But in game 5, the Bulls are going to blow out the Pacers to go up 3-2. Zach Lavine, oh my gosh, him and DeRozan both went crazy. But in game 6, the Bulls had a great first quarter, and that's going to move them on to the conference finals. And in the conference finals, they're going to be playing the Celtics. And I forgot, this is the Celtics team with Kemba Walker. But the Bulls started out the series terrible. They're down 0-2 right now as Jason Tatum's going to pull a 3 and knock it down. The Bulls need to dig themselves out of this hole right here. Derrick Rose is going to ISO on Terry Rozier. He forces up the layup and it's good. But they still need to stop and a score with not that much time left. Tatum's going to pull the deep 3 and he misses. Lowry on the break's going to find Derrick Rose, the drive, the spin. He's going to go up with another contested layup and miss this time. Less than a minute to go. Tatum on the break's going to find Cantor. Cantor's going to have to go up with the layup. Never mind, he passes out of it. Terry Rozier's going to find Tatum for the 3 and it's good. The Bulls are running out of time. Derrick Rose easily gets into the paint for the dunk and he's going to find Tatum wide open. What is that defense? The Bulls are going to need a miracle if they don't want to go down 3-0. D-Rose finds Lowry, the 3 over Kemba, and it's in and out. So even though the Bulls were the 1 seed, they're going to go down 3-0 in the series. But in game 4, they're going to stay alive. Imagine if they can come back down 3-0. Lavine kept them alive with 39. D-Rose put up 34 points and 18 assists. But the chance for a comeback isn't over yet as the Bulls win game 5. Lavine and D-Rose need to keep going off. Lowry had a 20-20 game. But in game 6, the Bulls are fighting to stay alive. They're down 2 with 2 minutes to go. Wendell Carter's going to come set the screen for Derrick Rose. He gets a wide open 3 and it's off. They still have plenty of time though. Terry Rozier finds Kemba for the 3 and it's good. Down 5 is not a great way to start the game off. Let's see if Derrick Rose can change things here. Chris Dunn's going to use the screen from Wendell Carter. I don't know why he's handling the ball. We have Zach Lavine and Derrick Rose on the court, but Chris Dunn's going to have to find Zach Lavine at the last second and he breaks the 3. Less than a minute to go. Tatum on the break with the behind the back. He's going to find Kemba on the top of the key and he's luckily going to miss. So the Bulls are still alive. Zach Lavine on the break going at Gordon Hayward's going to stop. He goes in for the reverse and we have a 3-point game. Please, let's just get a stop here. Kemba's going to pull the 3 over the screen. It's off, but Cantor gets the putback layup. They really should have gotten that rebound there and now they're running out of time. Lowry's going to find D-Rose to Wendell Carter in the corner. He's going to miss the 3. And after that terrible start, the Bulls are going to lose the series in 6 games. But after failing to make the finals, the Bulls get even better adding Vucevic to the team. Or at least they looked better on paper. They're going to be a play-in team. D-Rose is still going to make the All-NBA team, averaging a career-high 33 points a game. But the Bulls lose their first game in the play-in. Let's see if they can make it out, and they can. But they have to face the team that just beat them. And they're going to lose in 5. But the team looks even better on paper, at least, adding DeRozan and Lonzo off the bench. The Bulls go from the 7th seed to the 4th seed. And for the first time in a long time, Derrick Rose doesn't make an All-NBA team, averaging 25-9. But in the first round, we have a close one. The Bulls are going to take game 5 and they're going to make it out of the first round. And the first seed almost lost in game 7. And of course, this is the Nets team with KD and Kyrie. The Bulls are actually going to take game 1 and 2. I don't know how they're doing this. They're going to go up 3-0 and make the conference finals. I know the Nets had trouble against an 8 seed, but I didn't think the Bulls were going to sweep them, and now the Bulls have to play a 7 seed. So they played KD and Kyrie. Now they have to go up against Harden and Embiid. Low-key, the Bulls might be able to make the finals since this is a 7 seed, but they did make the conference finals, and they're going to tie the series up. Game 5's a blowout, though. The Bulls had an amazing third quarter. The Sixers low-key started coming back. It's not close enough, though. But in Game 6, the Bulls have a terrible fourth quarter. We're going to a Game 7. And in Game 7, the Bulls are down 3 with 2 minutes to go. Let's see if they can complete this comeback. D-Rose is going to use the screen from Derrick Jones Jr. and pull the 3 over Harden. It's off. So now they're going to need a stop. We have Lonzo guarding Maxey. He's going to find Embiid, and he gets Vucevic jumping, but he gets the stop. On the break, they're going to find Lonzo. He finds Derrick Jones Jr. a little bit too late. Now they're going to go to Derrick Rose, back to Lonzo, to Zach Lavine, the 3 over Maxey, and he ties the game up. That was a huge shot in Game 7 with a trip to the finals on the line, and Maxey's 3's in and out. Less than a minute to go for D-Rose and the Bulls. Let's see if he can cook Harden here. He's going to use the screen from Vucevic. He gets a wide open mid-range, and he gives the Bulls the lead. I'm glad that Lonzo's guarding Maxey. Maxey's going to take the jumper over him. Vucevic, what is that? Embiid just got the easiest putback layup of all time. Let's see if the Bulls can make up for it right here, and they're going to miss the 3. So now with less than 30 seconds to go, I don't like the fact that it's tied. Embiid's going to take the fade over Vucevic, and it's off. The Bulls aren't going to use their last time out here. It looks like they're going to go for the final shot. And with a trip to the finals on the line, D-Rose is going to drive. He's going to take the jumper, and he knocks it down. But they might have left too much time on the clock for Harden and Embiid. They're going to find Embiid, and he gets an easy dunk. I'm so glad the Bulls didn't use their last time out, though. 2 seconds to go. Let's see what Derrick Jones does on the inbound. He's going to give it to DeRozan. So he's going to chuck up a deep 3. That actually almost went in, but we're going to overtime. But we're back to square one because with 2 minutes to go in overtime, we're all tied up. DeRozan is going to try to drive on Shake Milton. Why is he going up with a post fade? That was an extremely questionable shot. They're going to go down low to Embiid with the drop step, the fake. He's going to go up with the layup over Vucevic, and he makes it. Vucevic is just barbecue chicken on defense, but Shake Milton might be too. Never mind, he blocks DeRozan. Of course, they're going to go back down low to Embiid. He's going to take the fade right away and make it. So this is not a good start to overtime. DeRozan is going to ISO on Shake Milton again with the hop step. He's going to swing it to Derrick Jones Jr. They're going to go to DeRozan. Vucevic comes to set the screen. DeRozan, the mid-range, it's good. But now the Bulls need a stop here. It looks like the Sixers are looking for Embiid. They're going to find him in the paint. Vucevic, please clamp up here. How is it a foul? And he fouled out, so I think we have Tony Bradley at center now, but Embiid misses the first free throw. That is actually really clutch. His second free throw's up, and he knocks it down. So now we have a 3-point game instead of a 4-point game. That's actually huge. The Bulls are going to go to DeRozan on the ISO, trying to score on Danny Green here. He's going to take the layup and make it a 1-point game. Harden's going to find Embiid in the paint. Tony Bradley can't get a stop either. So the Bulls need a quick 2 or a 3 here. They're going to inbound it to DeRozan on the drive. He gets stopped. Okay, thank goodness he didn't shoot that shot. Zach LaVine's gonna find Derrick Jones Jr. open in the corner, but he's gonna miss. Let's hope Embiid can miss at least one of these free throws. The first one misses again. If he misses 2, that would be crazy, though, and his second one's good. So the Bulls have no timeouts. 13 seconds to go, down 4. DeRozan is gonna find DeRozan. He kicks it out for a Derrick Jones Jr. 3, and he knocks it down this time. So now it's gonna be Shake Milton going to the line. He's gonna swish his first free throw, and his second free throw bounces in. So now the Bulls have 7 seconds to hit a 3. Zach LaVine bringing up the ball, finds Derrick Jones Jr. That's too deep. And just like that, the Bulls are going to lose in Game 7. But after running it back with pretty much the same team, the Bulls are the 7th seed again. And DeRozan isn't on the All-NBA team once again. He averaged 19 points and 8 assists a game. They're going to lose their first game. In the second game, they have to go up against the Heat. They're going to make it out. And they keep having to face this Celtics team. They're not going to get swept, but they're going to lose in 5. But in Season 16, the Bulls are finally not in the play-in anymore. DeRozan isn't going to make an All-NBA team again. He averaged 19 points a game this season, but in the first round, they're going to lose to Giannis and the Bucks in 7 games. So DeRozan is going to finish his career with 2 regular season MVPs, 2 championships, 1 finals MVP, and over 35,000 career points. If you want to see me put Russell Westbrook's career in reverse, click the video on the screen right now.